Good evening, I'm Jack Cottle. In 1990, South Dakota became the first state to establish Native American Day. Today, 17 states recognize Indigenous Peoples Day as a day used to remember Native American heritage. Our Madison Newman got an inside look into the celebrations here in downtown Rapid City.
In 1937, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established Columbus Day as a national holiday. However, in 1990, South Dakota Governor George S. Mickelson made the decision to rename the holiday Native American Day as a way to honor Native culture and seek a reconciliation between Indigenous and white people after having historically bad relations. Monday, NDN hosted a march to honor the Native American culture.
And it's important because I think a lot of people might not understand, what being Indigenous is, what that means to us. It's how we exist, it's how we live our lives. Our lives are rooted in culture and language, and it's just neat to be able to share that and hopefully educate others in the community about that so they have an understanding or begin to get an understanding about what that means.
To some, being able to celebrate this day is a way to reclaim their cultural identities, as well as keep their history alive.
Sure, I think that for a long time, because of colonization and genocide, we were forced on to a culture that was not of our own, and this is us abundantly who we are and celebrating our attire, our activism, our culture, our foods, our songs, and I think it's incredibly important. It's about the re-identification and the reclamation of our cultural identities.
Rebecca Jarvie, a Native American fashion designer, was one of only 7 designers to participate in the Cannes Indigenous Fashion Festival in France. She says her designs are a way for people to connect and preserve their way of life.
Yeah, it's very important. It became a very contemporary way to do preservation through our clothes and the stories, and so it's very contemporary way, like I said, but it is a new way, and it's a way that our youth could connect and identify with and still preserve our culture and our way of life.
The NDN March and activities lasted throughout the day. Attendees were able to enjoy teepee demonstrations and traditional Native American dances and music. The gathering also featured Indigenous artists selling their artwork and jewelry. Reporting in Rapid City, I'm Madison Newman.